think I'm going to leave the seed of the week for maybe for tomorrow. It's a silent seed anyway, I think, but I want to get more into the silent mindset, get a few more practiced runs in. Let's see, who's our Act 1 boss? Guardian, okay. That's what I like to see. And we're not forced into an early elite, which is also what I like to see. All the more reason to grab a rare relic, although you could argue for a random rare card here, for once we have more than one good starting bonus. Just realized Niao doesn't really have teeth. Yeah, it's more like a... Well, I don't know what I would call this. I don't think I want to. Possible 2 elite snipe. So there is. Interesting. Curious. Pretty high odds of a 2 elite snipe even. It's about 50-50, I think, to not get a combat in 3 question mark rooms. That's a pretty big payoff, too, although you only get 2 elites for the whole act. Compared to taking a random rare relic, I'm not sure that I prefer that. Especially when a good random rare relic might let us take this path anyway. Although it's not even the best path, right? If we're looking at total elites and fires, we want something more akin to this. Those are pretty similar, actually. Yep. Looks like one more rest site on the left here. I'm going to take the rare relic here. Get a stone calendar. Dealing damage on turn 7. Definitely not a great early game relic, but it does have some specific fights where it helps. The Guardian fight will be one of those. Yeah, it's not terrible in Act 1. I agree with that. I agree with that. We're way behind on damage because of how we drew this, so I think I have to play another strike here. Take 6 on purpose, rather than playing 2 defends. Definitely a spooky start to a run here. Even after playing Neutralize, we're still 4 strikes away. Spooky. Yeah, and you can see, if I hadn't played every strike that I did, terrible. Just terrible. Take 16 here. No way. Unacceptable. What is acceptable is shivs. Cunning Potion and Blade Dance. An Evolving Monkey. Did you hear about the Silent who invented a knife without a tip? It's an entirely pointless invention. We take a relic here. Well, that's not really the question. Do we trade health here to maybe get a relic? I guess we could click a few times here. We're not forced into an early elite fight, so if we bottom roll this, it takes 3 or 4 clicks, we can still do well. And getting a relic immediately could have big payoff. So let's click a few times here. 1 click, ouch. 2 clicks, ouch. 3 clicks, still no. I think we can do 1 more. But I probably have to stop on the next click here. Okay, we get the Ancient Tea Set. Additional energy after leaving a rest site. That's a lot of health to have traded here, which I'm not thrilled about. And it might prevent me from taking this elite on. We'll see how the next combat goes. Might shape things here. Strike you and block. Don't play the Blade Dance here, I don't think. I could have done 4 to each of them instead, but I wanted this one to die in 1 strike. I think that's better. Power Pot. Quick Slash, my least favorite card. Given that we already have a Blade Dance, I don't hate Cloak and Dagger because I am likely to want to acquire boosts to my shivs in one way or another. Schwartz's Zaishin, thanks for 66 months of support. That's a heckin' long time. Quick Slash is my least favorite card. It's one of my least favorite silent cards. I think it just doesn't ever really do much. It's a card that can't be scaled well, is my usual opinion on it. I think that leaves it pretty weak overall. Let's see, do I want to go to this shop? What do I do at the shop? Nothing good with 2 potions already. I don't think we need to go to this shop. Maybe we can get a heal or something. Or maybe I can take more damage. It's a Jawworm. Jawworm is a pretty cool friend. Or are they? Hmm. 12 plus 12 is only 24. We can't kill it, so we're taking 7 if I don't want to use the Cunning Potion. Get 2 chances for a potion here. Although not having the Cunning Potion into the hard pool fight could be immediate death. Who's already planning on resting? We'll just take the 7 here. I think that's the smart play. Wasting this resource could be a very bad move, I think. Surely Stone Calendar will kill the Jawworm for us. Everything will be fine. Bane, Dodge and Roll, Sneaky Strike. I wouldn't call these synergistic, necessarily, with what we have already. Taking a Sneaky Strike is not a terrible idea in general. It's nice to have a 12 damage attack. But I really don't feel like it helps much. Skip is pretty reasonable at this time. I don't like skipping that much early game on silent, but it might be the better play. Not even an uncommon. You're a sucker for dodge and roll? I do like it early game if and only if you can afford to upgrade this card. Once upgraded, it's actually quite spicy. Block 6 2 times. But I really don't like the 4 and 4 block. It's just not fast enough on A20 to keep you alive, usually. Hey, Adrian, congrats on getting 100%. Well done. Let's take the Sneaky Strike. Not in love with it, but, you know, being able to kill a louse in one hit kind of matters here. And had we drawn it on turn 1, that would be great. Unfortunately, we did not. Looks like a pretty tough turn 1, huh? We're attacking for 23. Uninstall Brain, thanks for the Prime sub and the 18 months. And Modus Pones, thanks for the 7 months of support. Are there cards that are excellent with no Ascension and terrible on A20, or vice versa? There are definitely cards that are much better on low Ascension than they are on high Ascension. And I think the most egregious example I can think of off the top of my head is Claw. Although Clash also. Claw and Clash are both really good on an Ascension 1 and really bad on Ascension 20. Thinking about using the Power Potion here. See if I can get something that changes our fate a fair bit. The Shiv Potion doesn't do enough? Is that true, actually? If I Shiv Potion, can I kill one louse with the Blade Dance? Yes, I can. And then I can survive or defend and take 2. So if I Shiv Potion, I only take 2. And we make progress in the fight. Let's just do that. Yeah, let's just do that. We're likely to get another potion before the elite here, and I'm going to rest before the elite, too. We won't be fighting this elite, just this one. We fight this one instead, but I don't see any reason to. No, there's no reason to. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Spectacular. Cool. Yeah, and get attacked again. Need to make sure your block is broken. Ideally with the strike. That would mean not killing this one. This one won't attack again next turn, though, so that's fine. Okay, so we strike you. Give neutralize you. This one does not attack now. We kill this one with strike, sneaky strike. Then we kill this one. Hey, not bad. And we do get a potion back, so I don't feel too bad about our potion use either. We're offered footwork. That's kind of cool, but what about dagger throw to go with sneaky strike? Ooh, interesting. With how immediate our survival needs are, it really does feel like this dagger throw is quite a bit better than the footwork. Not usually the case, but I definitely see it here. This is more upfront damage and makes the sneaky strike free a lot more often. Of course, the footwork boosts all our defensive cards. That's excellent, especially in an act against the Guardian. But it doesn't help that much in the elite fight. Feels weird. We've even got a potion that helps with blocking through one fight. How's it going, the Zid? Happy Pride Month. Would almost always greed footwork. It is the better long-term pick, no doubt, but getting the sneaky strike online is pretty valuable right now. And given the louse fight we just saw, we really need to be good in the quick, short-term fights. We have quite a few of those coming up too, right? Like going through 3 or 4 hallway fights. I really want this dagger throw. So I'll take it over the footwork. Feels bad, but will it pay off? Let's find out. Does that let me fight this elite? Could maybe get away with it, but I don't love it. I guess worst case scenario is that we end up taking this path instead. That's not so bad. Okay, let's do that. The power potion should go pretty far here. Against Lagavulin, we have the stone calendar. Sentries too, actually. Lambda Totoro, thanks so much for the 5 gifted subs. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Clubs, everybody. Of course, it is not Lagavulin or Sentries, it's the other guy. Thankfully, we have Envenom here. Envenom's going to do a lot of work. As we get, oh yeah. How much poison on turn 1? 7 poison on turn 1. That was a 3 deadly poison plus from the power potion. Then 123, thank you for the prime sub and the 7 months of support. Okay, so we know our damage. You're actually just dead. So, you know what? Gremlin Ob fight, not bad at all. I could perfect this fight if I want to use the Essence of Steel, but I think that's a waste. And yeah, you know what? You know what doesn't have this outcome in this fight is footwork. That's for sure. Now we have a Lantern. Lantern and Ancient Tea Set, maybe a little bit redundant. That's all right. What about a Masterful Stab for a bit more front load? That makes taking the second elite totally reasonable. You know, we're allowed to do this too, right? That's pretty cool. Daragan with a prime sub in the full year. Or we can take another Cloak and Dagger. That's not terrible. And I'm not afraid of Lagavulin either. Actually, that is a really good Cloak and Dagger. Rarely do I take 2 of that card, but I dig it. I really dig it. Let's get some of these upgraded. More shivs, please. And thank you. How well do I feel like my tier list videos hold up now? I'm pretty confident in them. I'd say they are overwhelmingly, like 90% plus, still accurate. There's maybe a couple of cards where I think they've gone up or down a couple of tiers based on how my playstyle has shifted or how I've seen them be utilized by other players. But overall, I stand by what I rated cards in the tier list. I think for Slay the Spire 2, I'm going to make initial tier lists for the early access version of the game and then update them again once the game comes out for full. Do a sort of revisited, updated tier list. Mignatus, hello and welcome. Been watching a lot of my YouTube content. Congrats on beating A20 Heart with Ironclad and Silent. And best of luck with the Defect quest. It's a tough one, but a fun one, in my opinion. Somehow I have 5 energy. It is unclear how this situation arose, but I like it. Let's see, who do we go for next? We're never killing this one next turn. I guess let's target the middle one next. Maybe we can kill it 3 turns hence, especially with the value of the Pendib. No, I can only do 12 damage next turn. Oh well. So that means you never die. I can still hurt you. I guess we'll just full block this turn. Doesn't matter if the fight takes all that long, because we do have Stone Calendar coming to rescue us eventually. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Blade Dance gets there? Yeah, it does. Nice. 0 damage fight. We didn't even have to use the potion. We get a Ninja Scroll. Add 3 shivs to our opening hand. With the Pendib and with all the other shivs already in the deck, I say, sure, why not? It's possible that this backfires on us if we find the Bag of Preparation later. But I say that's fine. How's it going, Krogstar? Hello, hello. And there's a Well-Laid Plans. That card is pretty cool, especially against the Guardian. So don't mind if I do. Bungee Beast. Get it. Kill the beast. Adrenaline or a Blade Dance. Seems like a pretty good Adrenaline, right? We just need 1 after image now. Well, we just need 5 after images now. Pumnuro, thank you so much for the 7 months of support. Keeping it cozy. Look how often we've drawn the Dagger Throw with a Sneaky Strike, by the way. That has been a huge source of turn 1 damage so far. Dagger Throw is delivering. It's not delivery, it's Dagger Throw. Acrobatics and Eviscerator here. I like the acrobatics quite a bit, given that we have Sneaky Strike already. What about Bouncing Flask? Do we feel any need for poison? Going into Guardian, I don't think so. Although, by the time we get to the Act 2 boss, we're probably going to want some help. Damage-wise. We could still get there with Phantasmal Killer, though. Let's take an Acrobatics. Adrenaline makes it easier to... and so does this turn 1 energy. Makes it a lot easier to want to spend energy just on drawing cards. Envenom would also work for scaling damage. Choke could be pretty powerful, especially if we get it on turn 1. Actually, that's a surprisingly good choke, given that we have well-laid plans. You know, I kind of like it. Skewer is pretty good on turn 1, especially with the Pendib. But I think I might prefer Choke with all the other cards we have. I'm going to take it. It's a somewhat unnecessary choke, but aren't they all? Pretty good turn 1 against the 4 slimes. Or 5 slimes. Get destroyed there. Get wrecked. Gamble. Not a bad Predator, but I think we have enough attack cards, right? Gamble's yet another 0-cost card. It's a card draw card. It's a discard card. It's great. I'll take Memories here. Get to upgrade 1 card going into Guardian. Well-laid plans. Adrenaline, and curiously enough, I think Choke is actually a very good upgrade at this time. If we want a better damage upgrade, Choke is surprisingly good. Could upgrade Gamble as well. I think I'm going to upgrade Choke, actually. I do think we want more damage from our upgrade still. And the best damage upgrade card at this time is Choke, especially for a long fight like Guardian. We get 2 damage per card we play alongside the Choke. It's quite a turn 1. Don't need to get rid of Gamble here. Let's just let the Ascender's Bane go. Not a lot of block in the draw pile, so let's not transform this thing yet. Perfect. Maybe should have kept Neutralize, actually. Oh well. That's life. Cloak and Dagger or Choke here? Cloak and Dagger. Looks like I should keep Cloak here. The Calendar will help with retransforming Guardian this cycle. Spectacular. Let's just hold on to this last Shiv so I can Pendib something a bit more impactful here. Like a Sneaky Strike. And then I guess we just play a Strike? I guess so. Stone Calendar does a bunch of damage here. No problem. Blocking could be more of a problem, though. I think we just keep the Gamble. Oiski, thank you so much for 39 months. The triple baker's dozen and closing in on 4 metric years. Heck yeah. Did we pick choke on purpose? Yes, we even upgraded it for some insane reason. What card do I think is the most overhated of all cards? I think Rainbow gets way more hate than it deserves. It's a genuinely good way to make orbs on defect. Flash. Everybody loves Clash. What are you talking about? Flash is beloved by all. I was hoping we'd get Blade Dance here. Begin the choking. Perform the Heimlich maneuver. But in reverse. GG. We have defeated the Guardian of Act 1. We have gotten ourselves a Bullet Time, a Burst, or a Glass Knife. I could see Bullet Time being alright with the way the deck is set up. Bullet Time makes this Choke Slap a bit harder too, hilariously. Bullet Time Choke. That's quite a combo. It's kind of the best thing we have going on too, as none of the cards in the deck are particularly good burst targets. Maybe Blade Dance or Adrenaline, I guess. Glass Knife is fine, but we're behind on upgrades, and I don't really have one to give to Glass Knife. So, yeah, Choke Time. Choking in slow motion. Let's see what happens here. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand to 0. Show me Wristblade. These are not Wristblade. Would we plan on revisiting Prince of Persia to finish the playthrough? The Rogue Prince of Persia is in early access right now, so there's not actually a full run to finish in the current state of the game. Will I visit Rogue Prince of Persia and try to do a complete run when the game comes out for full release? Almost assuredly, yeah. I'm going to be quite curious to see how it feels for the full release versus that initial early access that we looked at. But right now, there's not a finish to a run, so I don't feel too compelled to finish it. Likewise, there's no story to, quote, finish in Hades 2 either, at least not yet. So we're kind of waiting patiently on those. Coffee Dripper, huh? I don't mind Coffee Dripper with low max health, but you gotta be able to perform the blocks or you get whittled down. It's that. Give up resting, give up money, or give up the ability to see what the enemies are doing. Runic Dome's not that bad, actually, but I think we can probably go with Coffee Dripper here. We'll have to prioritize getting our hands on a healing relic if we see one in a shop. But other than that, we just play carefully and deliberately, and we should be alright. As long as we don't try to take more elites than we can handle, we should be fine. I think we want to start with going to an early shop here, this one, and from there we can kind of figure out where we're going, but probably don't want to do this shop, so let's do this shop. Time for bites. Bites would be good here. Yeah, definitely. We'll be going through a couple of events, probably. At least one, after all. Could be a good reason not to remove a strike in the shop. I will not choose the Dark Embrace. Absolute lies. Lies, I tell you. Total lies. So Choke is good here. That's pretty cool. We do it like this. Shivyu, Pennib Shivyu. Delayed plans. Look at Choke, already doing great things for the deck. just by getting drawn on turn 1. How simple, yet how lovely. Played some Watcher yesterday, and even though Wish and Omniscience were offered often, you had a hard time making them work. I find Wish to be pretty tough to take, actually. Wish is a pretty high burden on the deck for not that much reward. Omniscience, on the other hand, is pretty takeable. It's a big upfront cost to pay. Having your starting Miracle really helps for this. But if you can play the Omniscience, as long as you have other big, powerful cards in the deck, it pays for itself pretty immediately. Agony? How well does a card need to perform before being considered a worthy pickup? I'd say in Act 1, you're looking at 8 damage for 1 energy is sort of the standard. Any better than that, and you want it. But in Act 2, you need to do a bit better than that. So Dagger Spray is fine in Act 1, but not very good in Act 2. Maybe 10 or more. So the common cards that you would take in Act 1 are no longer good in Act 2 unless they're upgraded for free, usually. Wait, Escape Plan with Choke. Get in here. It's when we start to need better block values, too. I wouldn't say the number is identical. Oh, no. I have to choose Apotheosis or Ornamental Fan. I choose Apotheosis. Good talk. And I could take a Discovery alongside. I could remove a card, but we already talked about Bites and the wanting thereof. So I'm not sure that I want to remove a strike here. That would be pointless. We could remove something else, but what? That would have been a really good Ornamental Fan. I'm saying Apotheosis is better than that. Do I play more recklessly and take more risks on a low streak? I think that I do, although I try not to. At least not too much. Does having the Coffee Dripper not make the Apotheosis worse? I think it makes it a little bit worse. But given how many unupgraded cards we currently have, I don't think it's going to matter that much. Currently, we are way behind on upgrades, so it's a huge deal. Is it ever just buy the Catalyst? Not without also buying Deadly Poison. I think you're crazy to buy one without the other. I also don't feel like this deck needs a Catalyst at all. Don't think so. So I could just save all my money. Or I can buy this Discovery, which is 2 cards in 1. Let's buy the Discovery. I like Discovery. I like spending money. Do I like having Apparitions? Not so much here. Ortel, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. I don't like losing my max health, given that we already have most of our health. No, I don't really like your offer. Also, yeah, I want to be a vampire, not a ghost. Just a vampire. You are not a vampire. You're an avocado. Why are you here? Guess since I'm about to gamble, give me a tactician. Turn my deck into something else. Better. Perfect. Already Apotheosis is doing great things. Is Ghost Vampire ever good with both Apparitions and Bites? It can be, although I think most of the time you just want one or the other. But yeah, it's possible to want both. With a plus, you say? I don't think I care. I'm currently planning on going this way. Is there a VOD of a no damage taken run? Not on my channel. Zeknar did one on his channel some months ago. A defect Pandora's Box swap that took no damage during a whole run on Ascension 20 Heart. I've only come close, but never gotten a perfect run. You again? We'll see about that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Good luck, nerd. Yeah. And they laughed at the choke. They asked if I even took it on purpose. Yes, I took it on purpose. Look what we just did. Crazy. Give me a blur. And I would like to go this way. Since we are doing very, very well, I think we can just massacre the elites here. Although this particular elite will be 2 energy easier to massacre. I think that's not required here. Let's just massacre these nerds. With 7 energy on turn 1. And guess what? Choke is here. Although, who am I choking? I'm choking the Mystic. Oh. The shreds, you say? Cute. And now we can take a footwork, and it feels really, really, really good. Not in Act 1 instead of Dagger Throw, but now here in Act 2 that we've gotten a Blur and an Apotheosis and a Well-Laid Plans. It's way better now. Hallie Wood, thanks for 48 months of support. Appreciate ya. Oh, and look at that. If it ain't our good friend Choke, showing up once again to save the day. Good job, Choke. Is the choke bottled? It should be. I don't think it is. And yeah, I want to double it, because why not? Although, wait. This first. Hiya! Good fight. The Orochi Man, thanks for 10 months of support. And Mr. Fishhead with 20 months. Thank you both. Panagraph? There's our healing relic. Perfect. And alchemize to make potions too. Get in here. I think alchemize is a lot better than these two. Definitely a very good card, being able to reusably create potions, or once per fight, make a potion. Molten egg into bites. Come on, one time. Spare a coin, child. Alright, I can do that. Since it seems I am not getting bites, I will remove a strike. And then if we do get bites, I will still take them. And I will still be happy about it. Seems fine. Seems like a good fear potion, too. Does it matter with Apotheosis? A little bit. Yeah, it does. Maybe I should have taken the blue key, it's true. But I do think it still helps. We don't always get the Apotheosis early, for example. Panthyron with the 28 months of support. Best of luck with getting a job. The job. Choke has abandoned us. Replaced here with Ascender's Bane. It's true. Do I feel any need to drink the brew? Not hugely. I think we're mostly fine for now. Take 7, get 1 wound. That's fine. Choke has not abandoned us. Do you see this? Do you see this? What a draw. Guess there's no need for well-laid plans. Wow, perfect kill, in fact. We got an Akabeko, Pendib, and Flechettes to go with. I freaking love Flechettes. It's one of my favorite damage cards on the Silent. Let's take one. Expertise can also do kind of cool things. Think of Flechettes for now. I would like to fight one more elite, please. You're not bites. You're just nerds. Nerds who are here to get choked. On turn 1. Fair, yes. $18 damage, Flechettes, but first a potion. Ah, yes, the perfect potions. At last. And a skill potion besides. Pliny, Slice, Poison Stab. These I don't think we need. These are unnecessary. There's an option to pay money to skip that fight. Wow. Sounds useless. Just win the fight. That's way easier. Do we drink one now? We could. We might as well, right? The only possible way I get rewarded for not drinking these right now is if I don't use any potions in the next elite fight, and it then drops Potion Belt, which seems very unlikely. So I'm going to drink one now. We get a block potion, which is likely to be better than the skill potion. Let's just take the block potion. Mano Espacial, thanks so much for the Prime sub in 17 months. The selling of relics question gets asked a fair bit. My general opinion is that I think it would be better if you could skip the relics to get money instead of selling them at a shop. But selling at a shop is still kind of a neat idea. So I do like the concept, but I think the better way to implement it is skip the relic for money. What's the discovery got today? Fumes, Envenom, or Terror? These are all pretty good in this fight. I think Envenom is better than Fumes, for the most part. Let's take Envenom over Fumes. Terror on the leader is also pretty dang good, actually. Actually, no. That's what we want, right? We just want to scale all the damage we do to leader. Let's take Terror. Yeah, Terror should outperform Envenom. I agree. I agree with that. Should, anyway. That's the theory. Might as well play the footwork. It's only one dex to not have it upgraded. That's fine. We do get attacked. Arguably a good thing with this draw. Excellent. Just use the block potion for a bit of health here. Happy to do that since we replaced the potion so easily. 36 damage from the flechettes. I actually could have pen nibbed that. I should have. I'll do the pen nib sneaky strike instead. Keep it alive until we draw the alchemize. There it is. Get a Blessing of the Forge. Perfect. Very, very good fight. We had a really good Act 2 here. Absolutely butchering the elites. Now we have another Adrenaline. Wait, what is this? 3 rare cards? I've already beaten the boss, apparently. Pretty cool. Very unlikely that this occurs, even when defeating an elite. Something like a 5% chance per card to be rare from the elite. So the odds are whatever our rare card chance was times 5% times 5%. So 1 in 400 just for these two to be rare. And then, yeah, on the order of 1 in 1,000 or so. Pretty unlikely. I have seen this happen a few times. I do like 1,000 cuts quite a bit with this deck, actually. But I think I'm taking the Adrenaline. Especially with Apotheosis. It's just too juicy. Deliciously juicy. A rare card generating in a screen doesn't reduce the chance of the other cards in that screen to be rare, right? Wrong. It does. Cards generate 1 at a time from left to right. So imagine the first card generates, that updates your rare card, then you generate the middle card, that updates your rare card chance, then you do the last card. So 1 at a time from left to right. It does update in the middle of the card reward. What's up, champ? How you doing, buddy? Okay, we have a full block. Guess I'll play Discovery. I could upgrade Discovery if I felt like it was important for scaling against Champ. Actually, that seems pretty important. Or I could just hold it until we get Apotheosis. That's also fine. Keep the potion. I do, in fact, feel like it's important that we have that Discovery. Reusable. So I'll wait on that. True that we have Alchemize. Champ has Metallicize. That jerk. How dare he? Alright, there's our Apotheosis. And our Choke. Wonderful. Let the nonsense begin. Draw exactly these 5. I do. Keep these 2. Sure. Half health per champ is 220. I'll get him close to that, but not quite there. And then we want to burst him down along with the Stone Calendar. Probably we want to put him below half health next turn, from the looks of it. Yeah. If we put champ below half health on this turn, we will not be vulnerable or weak or frail during the execute turn, so our odds of surviving it are at our best. And what a hand this became, too. Perfect. Should have kept Blur, actually. Oh well, keep Gamble and Alchemize. This would be a good Blur turn. Oh well. He's fine. They're not cards I wanted. I was hoping I'd get something I could upgrade with a Forge Potion from the Discovery, but that did not work out. Bit of a bummer then. Good news is blocking is easy. And Stone Calendar is here. Huzzah? Let's go with that. Huzzah. We only take 2 there. Now we can acrobatics into bullet time? Question mark. Bullet time. Wherefore art thou bullet time? Thanks. In fact, do I even need bullet time at this time? I do not. We're frail and vuln, but still not weak. Looks like we just win. To shreds, you say? Good fight. We choked the champ. And we found our after image. Whenever we play a card, gain 1 block. Definitely want that. Could even upgrade that. Nightmare is here too, allowing us to make copies of another card. Nightmare Footwork could be a thing. Nightmare Choke? Probably not. Nightmare Blur can be a thing, though. I think I might just want an after image, though, for some upfront better block scaling. If only we could take both the after image and the Nightmare. If only. Definitely would like both of those. Pyramid is here. Fusion Hammer is here. Holy moly. Those are both very strong. With Apotheosis, of course, the Fusion Hammer is not so much of a downside. Even though we have a well-laid plans, plus the Runic Pyramid is a very good way to retain cards. And overall improve our deck quite a lot. String Ches, thanks for the Prime sub and the 12 months, the full year. Thank you, thank you. And Bullet Time makes me not need the additional energy. I actually think I like Pyramid over Hammer here. Because of the Bullet Time. Let's do that. Welcome, Runic Pyramid. And we have to go over here. No choice but to fight a whole bunch of elites. And then go to a shop. Oh no, the horror. Whatever will I do? It's fine. Without simply adding more bosses to each Ascension level, what would my Ascension 21 look like? I think having 1 less energy on turn 1 would be a cute thing to do. Just make your turn 1 slightly worse in every fight. Because why not, really? Punish the players in every way possible. You gotta. Use that. Oh well. How about some AoE? How about that? Oops. You were dead. Okay, that part was on me. Let's play a little bit more smart, hey? There we go. Is the Entropic Brew actually worth carrying around? It might not be. Truly. It might not be. A second choke. We've had first choke. No, I think I want Deflect. Zero cost block is very good with Pyramid. And Dexterity. So that choke. The choke of destiny. No thanks. The fire pot, though. Could kill the exploder for us, for example. Or maybe Flechette's good. Could. Doing 14 times 4. The damage. Would my next remove be the well-laid plans? I think that's better than removing a strike. Actually, removing strike might be better still. Because we can at least play the well-laid plans and then it's gone. But we have to draw the stupid strike over and over and over again. So it's pretty good. Accuracy is here. And we can transform a card, get rid of well-laid plans, or get rid of strike. It's time to decide. I think it is actually lose strike over well-laid plans. Although, we're fighting Birdnerd? Yeah, we are. At least I'm allowed to play strike against Birdnerd. Now we have a backstab plus. That's kind of cool. Loose. Oops. Ooh, healing. I like healing. More healing. Cool. More backflips. Although Cloak is not bad either, right? With the whole accuracy, Cloaks are pretty good. I do think we want card draw, though, especially with the bullet time of the deck. Let's take that backflip. Spooky. Very spooky. Please don't all murder me at the same time. Thank you. And then they did. keep drawing. There it is. Good fight. Piercing Whale. I was hoping we'd find one of these. Very good with Runic Pyramid. Very good for the end game. Helping against the Awaken one, the Time Eater, and of course the Heart. Definitely need a bit more survivability than what we currently have, and Piercing Whale helps a lot. It's also good in this fight, I guess. Although that's not as relevant. You die now. If I play this, do I just gamble now? Don't love discarding shivs, but I need to get more done here. I guess this is enough to kill this dagger. Do it this way. Draw many cards. Okay, we have bullet time in hand. I think we'll be fine here. This one certainly hopes. That is convenient. Corpse Explosion is one of my favorite ways to deal with the daggers in this fight. Just set it up so that this one dies next turn. So I'll keep one shiv to do that. And that way the newly spawned daggers will explode and die. So we get 4 for 1 here. 3 for 1, I suppose. Good enough. Eat this regen potion? I might not. Swap it out. Choke would never let us down. Not even once. Sweet. That fight was great. We have a freaking mummified hand. Now I'm really glad we didn't take the fusion hammer, because we have more energy than we need now. Dodge Roll Plus is decent, although I think Escape Plan is better. Point this morning that Ascender's Bane makes the game worse because it punishes things that already aren't all that strong. You mean cards with conditions like Clash? You could implement it such that you simply draw 1 fewer card on turn 1 as your Ascension modifier, instead of having the Ascender's Bane curse. That's effectively what Ascender's Bane already is. Although that would also feel pretty bad, so I don't know. Exhaust this card when drawn. Actually, that's also a pretty simple way to do it. And then it is just very transparently -1 draw on a random turn, which is better than being on turn 1 always. I kind of like that. That would also prevent the anti-Duvudal synergy, if you keep it that way. That's kind of cute. Do it this way. Cool. See, skill potion before I played Apo. It's fine, though. Away. Boom. 100 damage flechettes. Like you do. I'm going to burst Blade Dance here. Just win. Wow. Get an old coin making us rich, and a Liquid Memories. Pretty strong potion. And a real leg sweep, not just one from the Discovery. Do I think Relics in Spire 2 will be mostly new or mostly returning? I think it'll be a pretty good mix of both. A lot of the Spire 1 relics are very basic effects that you're going to want to replicate anyway, like gain 1 energy on turn 1. So they might as well just bring back the direct relics that are associated with those effects. I think that would be a good idea for them to do. But at the same time, we do want to see new relics and new effects, so I'm sure they'll balance it out pretty well. I'm expecting a good mix, personally. And I think the same will be true of the cards for the characters. Characters who are returning, I expect a mixture of cards we already know, plus brand new stuff. I don't like that I have to fight Repto again. It's kind of scary here. Definitely not what I wanted. Okay. So far, so good. Ish. None of this does damage, so gamble. There's the damage. Wonderful. Nice. Infinite afterimage generator. That's what Discovery is. And Youngblood, thanks for the Prime sub and the 5 months. Bullet time. War Paint doesn't do a whole lot. I like Prepared here. Prepared can sift through the draw pile, finding us the cards we need to get to. McSpeak, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Can also make room in hand. This rest site does absolutely nothing of use, right? Pretty much. So let's not go to it. Hey, for once I can immediately travel to the boss because we have 3 keys. Voluntarily skipping the shop? No, not going to do that. Not going to be doing that. Sweet. And we can just let the relics do the rest of the work. Inspire 2, the event won't give you a choice. You just automatically go. I like that. Finally, some balance from the devs. Watched some older videos where I mentioned that I valued backstab somewhat highly. Is that still the case these days? Yes. Yeah, as long as I've got extra draw on turn 1 with Ring of the Snake, I like backstab quite a bit. Phantasmal Killer is here, doubling our attack damage on the next turn. With the upgrade from Apotheosis, it's just a 0-cost skill. With Runic Pyramid, it's very cool. Better than a second Blade Dance is just making the first Blade Dance deal double damage, along with everything else. What should I buy in this shop, I wonder? So, what's in this Entropic Bro? Garbage? Alright, goodbye. Goodbye, garbage. I have 2 ghosts now. You can't stop me. Alright, we lose a strike. We add a backflip. And do we want a Noxious Fumes? No, I don't think so. What about a Bird-Faced Urn? Infinite HP with Discovery. Seems iffy. Yeah, Alchemize is now a curse card. I'll just save for the last shop. There's the tough bandages in there, I believe. With 40 cards in the deck, is a strike remove all that impactful? Surprisingly, yes. I think it is. It's true that removes do get less useful as you get more cards, however. It's also true that we have to draw through every card eventually, so it's -1 card until we can recycle the deck. It's also -1 card that I have to play with Runic Pyramid because of Hand Clog. So yeah, it actually does matter a fair bit to remove each and every card, I think. So yeah, does Pyramid make remove stronger? Yes, definitely. It definitely does. I'm a spooky ghost. Just for fun. Infinite Blades. How about no? We've had first Deflect. Do I want another Deflect? I don't think I do. We have all these backflips now. Tactician could maybe generate more energy sometimes. Don't know if I care enough. I guess it does matter on some turns quite a bit. Alright. Seems relatively likely it'll do something. Not many of our upgrades matter, although the after image upgrade does matter, and I think I'm going to do that because We've bottom decked it a couple of times, and I don't want that to happen again. Choke. Good job, Choke. Oh my, what a turn. Let's use After Image to block here. Get rid of both cultists on turn 1. That's pretty good. Excuse you? Nobody said you were allowed to do that. Can I win phase 1 without accuracy? I think I can. Yeah, I've got a Phantasmal. Pretty sure I can do it. I've got 2 Phantasmals. Pretty sure I can do it. $36. $12 times 7. 84. There we go. Get rid of this. Cool. $60. Use the Piercing Whale when it dies next turn. Oh, actually, it's going to die right now. Kill it now. The Calendar. Stone Calendar would be good here. Wait, Grand Finale would be good here. Phantasmal Killer Grand Finale would be good here. Possibly with Pennib? Question mark? Oh my god. No possibly about it. 200 damage. Go. Correct. They said it couldn't be done. $1 million damage, please. There we go. Boom. All right, one boss absolutely stomped on. One boss to go. Time Eater is our next opponent here. Time Eater's definitely a tough customer, what with our propensity to play a lot of cards and all. But I still think we have not too much trouble here. Though I don't plan on playing too many of the Shiv cards. Good. To play 5 more cards, if possible. Yeah, let's adrenaline. Let's adrenaline. Perfect block is kind of cool. Pendib is ready. Please give me flechettes. Dang it. Oh well. Envenom is pretty good. Envenom will help a lot in this fight. Hurt a bit. Oh dear. Accuracy is here, finally. Backflip is here. This is fine. Okay, I think we're fine. Thoughts on some relics in Spire 2 with specifics like exact block or exactly lethal? It's kind of a cool idea. I mean, to acquire some specific numeric value to get benefit from the relic. I don't hate that. Alright, we'll use Piercing Wail here, reset the strength. That should make the rest of the fight pretty easy here. Caw and all that. Oh, even better. Sure. Can I explain the timing of the use of Piercing Wail? Essentially what happens is that Time Eater resets their debuffs on that turn. And when this happens for any boss, the resetting of debuffs, that is, the card Piercing Wail, which temporarily reduces strength, and then applies a debuff called Shackled, which restores the strength next turn. Essentially, what happens is when the boss checks its debuff value, the boss purges the shackled effect, meaning they lose the regaining of strength next turn. They'll purge any negative strength they have, because negative strength isn't a debuff, but a lack of positive strength is not considered a debuff. That's just the absence of a buff. So I think perhaps one of the best ways to phrase this is that Piercing Wail can permanently reduce strength on bosses who clear their debuffs because A, Shackled is a debuff that gets removed, and B, negative strength is applied as, well, exactly what it says, the opposite of a buff rather than its own separate debuff. So it doesn't get purged. Heart is different because Heart does not purge debuffs. Heart only purges negative strength. And so Heart does not lose the shackled effect. And yes, works on Champ, works on Awakened One, works on Time Eater. You can stack the effect with multiple Piercing Wails. You cannot get the boss to go below 0 strength in this way, though. So anything beyond just resetting them down to 0 is not going to be achieved. Can you limit break negative strength? You sure can. If you really want to. It's a great turn. $12 times 5. Obliterated. Good fight. Couldn't set up Pennib Akabeko there, but that's fine. Pair our daggers dealing 2382. Pretty dang good score as we go into Act 4 here. How is our confidence percent heading into Act 4? Extremely high with 2 Ghosts in a Jar here. We can use 1 in each of the upcoming fights and feel great about it. Let's upgrade one of the... no, let's upgrade the Gamble. So I can use it to get to the Apotheosis more easily. Yeah, very, very high with 2 Ghosts here. Pretty good shop, too. Nunchaku is energy. Letter Opener is damage. Card removal is fine. Panache is also damage. Especially with Mummy Hand. Panache is quite cute. Can have Discovery Mastery. The power. I could take one of these 3. Nunchaku, Letter Opener, or Panache. I think I like the Panache. Take the Panache. Guess instead of removing, I could have bought the Nunchaku. Would have been pretty good. Onwards. Gentle turn 1. Pretty bad flechettes, though. Oh well. 'Tis what it is. This in hand. Probably using a Ghost here. Yeah, this hand's very, very bad. As you can see. Without using a Ghost in a Jar here, we are all but dead. Not quite dead, actually. We do have Pantograph healing 25. Hold on. When should you kill the shield first? When you can't kill the spear first. Basically, if you can't kill spear by this turn, by turn 2, then you should probably kill the shield first. Is my often line of thinking. Or if your damage is so slow that you can't get shield by turn 3, then slowly whittle down the spear. Yeah, aiming for a turn 3 shield kill is often pretty good. I can get a new potion. I'm going to use this now. Taking damage. That's fine. Looks like we barely whiff the kill on this turn. Had we drawn the Apotheosis or the Panache, things would be a bit different here. We did whiff it. Thankfully, we don't take any damage. We need to kill this thing quickly. Or else. Looks like I have it next turn, I hope. Yeah, there we go. I think killing shield first also works better in situations where you have specific counters to the spear, like piercing whales and caltrops and stuff. Just draw more cards. Wouldn't call Forge Pot exceptional in any way, shape, or form, but oh well. Stone Calendar is going to be here. Get more pen nib then. We get a Shuriken, gaining strength during the battle, and one last chance at a deflect plus. I guess is pretty good. Sure. We have 42 cards as we go into the hard fight here. We have full HP with Pentagraph. We have After Image on turn 1. I guess I'm going to use the Forge Potion here, because I can make another potion immediately. How does the upgraded card chance work in Act 4? I believe it's just the same as Act 3, which is 25% chance per card on Ascension 20. Or 50% chance per card below Ascension 12. Ow. But my face, though. Use the Shiv for the moment. Fifth Potion. Let's use that right away. Since I have Pyramid. Oops. That's fine. Keep the defense. Passable turn 1. Got Piercing Whale for this turn. We can Ghost in a Jar next turn. That's a pretty good start to this fight. Quite like that. Could try to save this Piercing Whale for a future cycle. Doesn't seem wise. I don't think so. Here's Apotheosis. Favorite source of sustain. Meat on the Bone is just fun. Encouraging you to take damage every fight is kind of cool. Oh yeah, and we're just ghosting this for simplicity's sake. Although I don't have to. Hold on, maybe I shouldn't. I don't need to. Yeah, let's try to brute force block this. Let's neutralize. Make it a choke turn too. Wheat. And then Phantasmal for next turn? I guess so. Take 11. That's not bad. I really like keeping this. Really like keeping it. Not an accuracy yet, right? That's right. Take the attack card. $50 damage Shiv. Get to keep one for next turn. I like it. Lose the Slime, lose the Dazed. Still have a Void. It's fine. All the exhaustible stuff is now gone. Bullet time helps with blocking here. We've already almost won. Going really well. Ow. Finisher. Sure. Get in there, Stone Calendar. Boom. $11 times 6 is pretty good, but what if it was twice that, actually? What if it was 22 times 6? The power. GG. Be free, my ghost in a jar friend. Be free. Only had to use your one sibling to escape the run. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. GG. And farewell. Yeah, what? Has it been done? The ghost sleeps, and so shall I. Pretty dang cool to see Choke being so good in that run. We took and upgraded this on purpose in Act 1 so that we could beat the Guardian of all things, and it ended up being really dang good. We used double Choke to kill Slavers on turn 1 on floor 25. And in general, we just slapped our way through Act 2, no problem. Once we had a pyramid, it was even better. 0 damage, 0 damage, 0 damage. Pretty much nothing was able to hurt us at all. The bosses only barely. Is the game vote still up? No, Animal Well was the winner of the game vote for June. So we'll be playing Animal Well later this month. What were the 3 rares we got offered? I think that was Act 2. Yeah, 1,000 cuts, grand finale, and adrenaline after this gremlin leader. It's pretty cool. And yes, Elden Ring later this month as well, which I'm really excited for. That's going to be next week. Next Friday. That's pretty cool. Can I reset Slay the Relics? How curious. I can reboot Spire, I guess. And Baishtar with 17 months. What new food relics do I want to see in Spire 2? I want a kiwi. Definitely need a kiwi. I don't care if that's in between strawberry and pear or somewhere else. Durian. I think durian would be a good relic. The stink fruit. Coconut. Watermelon. Give me a watermelon as a boss relic. Just gain 30 max health. Poutine. Watermelon as the boss. Now you're talking. All right, update the title. Next up, we're going to play some more Silent. However, before that happens, Twitch chat, it's break time. Going to refill the leg, stretch the water. When I return, there'll be some more Spire. As far as I'm aware of Helios, the Mega Crit devs have not reached out to folks about Spire 2. At least not content creator folks. Although I think we're still a ways away from them wanting to do that. Usually stuff like sponsorships are set up pretty close to the time of release. If you're talking playtesting, that's a bit different. I have yet to be involved in playtesting any game officially, so I don't quite know how that works. Relics that could combine together, like set relics. I think that would be pretty cool if you were to get some kind of bonus for finding relics in a set. Or to form some combination. That'd be pretty cool. I guess in a sense we already have that. It's called synergy. It's when one of your relics activates the other. Just natively. For example, Bag of Marbles plus Pen Nib together can do big damage. Emu-like Bird, thanks for 51 months of support. That'd be fun to read all the snippets for Tex in Civilization. Gentlemen, I have one word for you. Just one word. Plastics. A card that steals a random buff from an enemy. That's kind of interesting. There used to be an enemy that stole a random buff from the player. I think Book of Stabbing did that originally. The inverse would be interesting. There's not that many buffs the enemy is allowed to have. All right, Twitch chat, I'm going to take a quick break here. When I return, we're going to play again as the Silent. BRB.